The morning loop. Oh, baby. It starts right now.
Oh, hi, nation. Welcome to another loop at the lab. Keith, Marty, crew, good to see you.
Good morning, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, what? Sterling, if John were a judgy plant, what would he be?
John's in a league of his own. He'd be a John Andersonia misreadensis, known for mislabeling bromance as romance.
Yeah. Apparently we're talking about judgy plants, nation. Who even comes up with these topics?
Probably Jimmy.
I guess it has merit. I mean, if I were a plant in John's bathroom...
Don't go there, man. Now's not the time. Oh, right. There's a perfect time to poop. And to talk about it, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be another fun day at the circus.
Let's get it rolling, fellas. Keith, plants or poop first? We won't judge.
You guys think a plant would survive in Anderson's bathroom? What's going on, Season Strength? You're back today. Good morning, brother. Glad to have you back here in the lab. Season Strength, one of our newest members of the Mornings in the Lab community. Hey, guys out there, why don't you guys give yourself a little hello to Season Strength? He's been joining us for a couple days. Hey, Season, I forgot to ask you yesterday, brother, where are you joining us from this morning? You've taken some time out of your day to spend some time yesterday with us, and you're back here today, so I thank you for that. Full of gratitude, my brother, because you can spend your time elsewhere, but you're choosing it to spend it with us, and I'm fully, eternally grateful for that. So where are you coming from, Season Strength? Hey, Season, I want to introduce you to a few folks around here. You got Mike Sullivan here on the horizontal stream. Sully's on the West Coast. Sully, come say hi to Season Strength. We got Kindness Rising, Matt Roof. Seasoned, if you're looking for somewhere to start your morning before the big show, I invite you to go check out Matt's show, 7:30, right here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Matt is a solid dude. Well, except he's a Rangers fan, so just don't hold it against him. But hey, solid guy. Go hook up with Matt Roof there. And hey, Tom Ritchie. Hey, Seasoned. If you're into the cannabis world, like the old handsome chief is here, Tom Ritchie over there at the Legacies podcast will give you something to talk about. So guys, come give a hello to Mr. Seasoned Strength and Seasoned Strength. He's in the sauna. Mr. Seasoned Strength is here to come hang out with all of us this morning. I appreciate you, brother. Say hello to Seasoned Strength. Sup, Seasoned? All right, so listen. Hey, guys, you guys can join the show this live, second hour. Going to open the phone lines up, 431-300-3005. Text or leave a voicemail. Some of you guys do. It's surprising, which is pretty awesome. Good time, wood shaking, good time. Charlie likes to drop me a text every now and then. Actually, Charlie dropped me a text last week with an AI-generated video that he's convinced that it wasn't. Yep, Charlie, I think it was. Yep, true story. Actually, I'll give you guys a little hack. If you find a real viral video happening on the old interwebs, yeah, take that concept. You say, oh, it's got millions of views around it. Go recreate it AI. Yeah, true story. It works. Hey, and to those of us that are watching, not live, I invite you to come and see us in the Mornings in the Lab live community where we keep the conversation going. We got Jimmy there, Melissa there, Rahima, Patricia, the whole gang's getting after it every single day after the show is going on. All right, we got Anderson coming up here in a few minutes. We got some current event topics as well to throw on the table. Jimmy, I think while we're waiting for Anderson to show up, I'm just going to get into this conversation here with the plant. And Jimmy, I think we've got a little bit of an opener with the plant. Let's get it started, my brother.
Don't judge me. I see it. I'm late. Sun on, water in. Now we both focus.
Stuff there. Good job there. Jimmy, producer Jimmy. You guys have noticed we're creating some new content here on the show, creating some new openers. Sora 2 has been game changer. Yep, true story. And that's a little Sora 2 clip there to get some things introduced. But hey, guys, you ever feel like your desk plant is silently staring at you? Yeah, or the crumbs and your calendar. Well, I think the desk plant has more influence on us than we consider. Jimmy, I see the Jonathan sitting there hanging tight, waiting for us. Let's bring in Mr. Anderson. We're talking plants right now. But it's funny because you turn a funny trope into a habit can actually boost that morning mindset.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. This is just cortisol kicking in, baby. Rock and roll.
That was pretty good.
How are you, brother?
How are you, brother? I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm definitely
You know,
tired. with the extra activities going on, but I'm real good. So
That's good,
it's
man.
a good
That's good.
tired.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we've been talking. We got a couple fun conversations here on the show. Hey, Season Strength's back here, Johnny. Johnny said how to Season Strength. He joined us yesterday.
Say that one more time, brother.
Seasoned Strength joined us yesterday, and he's joining us here today, all the way from the sauna.
Oh, you said join us like he came on the show?
Yeah, so Seasoned found us yesterday. Seasoned Strength.
I remember. He had some good shit to say.
Yeah, he's back here again today. So, and he's joined us. He was standing outside the gym door this morning before the show opened, and he's here this morning, and he's hanging out in the sauna.
Oh, okay. I thought when you said join us, I thought you meant he'd like called in or come on. Like, holy shit, man.
So is it, do you think it's appropriate for our audience to be sitting in the sauna, probably half naked or naked, listening to Keith and John?
Well, dude, you fucking think about me butt naked in the shower.
I knew you were gonna go there.
So you can't judge them for shit that you do. Don't throw stones at them, you fucking weirdo.
Hey, how was fishing with the grandson yesterday?
You know, we had that really good day where we got 4 in, and then we were a little snubbed after that. We got some on, but we didn't get any in. Terry actually got probably the biggest one, but it was so fucking big when she went to go pull it up on the dock, it broke the line.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
No kidding, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a largemouth bass. His mouth was huge.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy when if you've never seen one of these fish, dude.
Oh yeah, I've
open
done
their mouth.
Yeah,
their mouth is bigger than the rest of them.
Yes, yeah. I've done a ton of fishing here up in Manitoba here, actually around the country. I thoroughly enjoy the sport, the art, the relaxing issue of fishing. But it's funny, John. I used to go fishing up at a lodge up here just north of where I live, and I would tease our guide all the time because we get into the boat, Johnny, and we drive like 90 minutes, 2 hours to his fishing spot. And we'd get there and I'd stop and I'd laugh and say, okay, so we've just driven over 8 billion fish to get to a spot where you're convinced one's going to bite our bait. So no, we couldn't have fished along the way. We had to go over the 8 billion that are underneath us to go to this one spot to catch this one you think is going to bite. So I find that quite, and what I love about fishing is that the fishermen are also superstitious. Like, oh, this is the best fishing hole. I got to go here. Right. So
and they somehow, especially like out in the ocean, they somehow know where this is. Like, Jesus Christ, this big open, like finding a landmark that doesn't have a landmark in the middle of the desert. You know what I mean?
I went fishing in the ocean a couple of times. I was at a conference with ICUC years back. So we were out in Miami. The guys took us out fishing. And after that, I was convinced that it was just a big scam because I'm thinking to myself, like, oh yeah, we're going to go get you guys some fish. And, they went through all the motions thinking, we didn't catch any fish, but it was just one of those, you know what I mean? It was like, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. That's a tough one. In Mexico,
yeah,
you actually have to be careful because these dudes will, at least in San Felipe, like in Cabo, it's a little different. It's more Americanized companies, but these guys, they charge a fair amount to go out.
Oh, of course.
Cheap for us.
Yes.
But to them, it's a shitload. So these dudes will take some major fucking risks with weather.
I was
just keep it going. Like,
that's a
fucking
dangerous
boat. Are you out of your
business,
fucking mind?
It's a dangerous business. I know. I'm saying dangerous with air quotes because it is dangerous. Why? Because we don't consider, I'm going to say the normal human doesn't consider what they go through to make us tourists happy. I want to go fishing. Okay. And, and to your point, it's like, they're trying to put food on the table. So they're like, okay, I'm going to circumvent what the weather is telling me to go and take Keith and John fishing, even though it's probably not the best day to go fishing. But it's, I've seen.
Have you heard of the clicking going on here?
Yeah. You're trying to get your cigar lit?
They won't light, dude.
I know. I'm watching.
Jesus Christ. It's like, what the fuck? I just put fluid in this thing.
Seasons, I think you're right. John would probably be a great rugby player. Hey, Anderson,
I did play rugby.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Rugby.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's awesome.
I was an inside center.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my junior year, I had more tries. That's their touchdown. I had more tries than the rest of the team put together.
Oh yeah. Hey, we got a Ray of Will here. What's shaking, Will, my brother? Oh man, I love Will. Will Ray hanging out with us, joining us this morning on the big show. Will and I grabbed some coffee on Sunday. Johnny, you remember Will? You might not, but because we've had so many people through the show here, but if you saw him and if you came on, you go, oh yeah, I fucking know that guy. The guy's solid. The guy's got a journey. The guy is the most real human. He's a Matt Roof kind of guy, man. Good character, good human being joining us this morning. He's got a great channel too. And it's funny because him and I had a chat on Sunday about the world of content and YouTube content and live. And he's like, everybody says you got to stay in one niche. I'm like, no, man, you got to make what's important. We're living in a world of interest media now, not social media. Right. So people that are showing up for our show are interested in things that we're talking about. It's interest. Right. And it's a shift. So don't put yourself in a box, guys.
Just like a jump starter.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of a box, do you have plants in your house? Are you a plant guy?
Terry's a massive plant woman.
Yeah.
I could honestly give two shits, although I do like them.
Yes.
You're not going to get me. I love the plants outside.
Yes. I know you do because
yeah. Like our palm trees here, dude. They're just, they get to a certain point
awesome.
where they're just growing now. Like, holy shit. We came back from Mexico.
Yeah.
Because we lined the driveway, right? And came back from Mexico and we got through the gate. It's like, fuck, it barely fit the car down the fucking thing because they need to be trimmed.
Coming up, Ricardo O'Neill joining us at the bottom of the hour. We got a guest showing up here today. We're talking plants. We're going to get to the conversation desk in a couple of minutes with Sterling and Preston. Got a couple fun topics for Keith and Johnny to get into. But John, the plant is a metaphor for how we can boost the morning mindset, how you might want to reduce clutter, how you might want to improve health, because that plant.
This is interesting.
Because the plant needs to be cared for. Right, the plant needs.
Dude, Terry talks these fucking things, pets them, does all such shit, names them. And these motherfuckers just grow like unbelievable. You know what she does, dude? Really cool.
Yeah.
What's the term? She propagates.
Yes. Well, it's interesting to hear you say that because there's some folks, and Petro, ears down here. I'm not saying science. There are some folks that would say that, hey, put some comedy in place with your plant. Right? Put some personality on it. Use some laughter to open up some real talk with your plant about your goals. And John, your plant could actually be your silent daily accountability partner.
And they found that the plant feels and understands more than we thought.
Yes. So maybe mood and productivity, maybe office greenery or house greenery might be associated with lower stress and higher perceived focus. Right.
I love all the green and the thing that they give us. It's something that it's just not in my level of interest is outside and inside. That's the best.
Yes. Well, but I hear you. What I enjoyed about this topic when I found it was that, so we talk about behavior stacking. We were talking about the microwave yesterday. We're talking about, my uncle who's struggling with getting on the toilet and hey, let's just do some squats at the microwave. Right. Well, hey, listen, you place your plant beside the object that you forget to use constantly. Well, seeing that plant might actually stack a habit next to it. Right. So using visual cues, right? Because the plant is a living thing. It's not a set and forget it thing. So you're always looking at, you're coming at. So I can see a little smile smirking on your face. So there's an idea there that might work for somebody who's struggling with that.
What they say you got to, before you have a pet, you got to keep a plant alive.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah. If you can't keep a plant alive, don't get a pet.
Well, it's funny because
first step is a pet. It goes plant, pet. Then you can think about being a parent.
I was going to say that's how relationships are, right? You get together, your relationship, then you get the animal, then the kids, or I guess what you're saying is you get the plant first, right? So,
because if you think about it, it's like you can water a plant every day and still kill it.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not just this mindless rhythm. You actually have to be understanding what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you're absolutely right. So guys, if you got a plant, consider it. Think about it. It might be more important than you actually think. Use the joke to drive the change. One plant, one card, 1 60-second reset at a time. You do not need a perfect plan. You just simply need a next step.
Elon just turned X usernames into digital real estate.
At pizza, at Tom, at one. Hey, some listed in the millions. Auction blocks and bragging rights.
But it's not a purchase, it's a lease.
Premium plus or business. Downgrade, and the landlord takes the at back.
Gemini's quietly eating into ChatGPT's lead.
ChatGPT slid from 87% to 74%. That's movement, not noise.
Nano Banana goes viral. Gemini downloads spike 331%, tops iOS. That's distribution doing work.
The UK 2000s Rock Top 10 just dropped. Big unit numbers. We'll unpack it, but first, what's your favorite rock song of all time? Drop it in chat.
I invite you guys to come join the comments over on the vertical stream here. You can come or send a text. Second hour, the phone lines are open, 431-300-3005. We got Ricardo O'Neill joining us in a few moments. Johnny, I got a few topics that are pretty relevant to, especially in the world of, we are working in a building. And so I'm looking for stuff that's helpful for you and I. If it's helpful for you and I and Marty, then it's helpful for our audience. One of them is—
Where's Mark? Where's Mark?
I'm not sure, actually. I meant to text him last night. I thought he was going to be here today, but I know he was busy with some stuff. I think one of his clients actually maybe got shifted his schedule up there. So I was gonna bang on his door here today. But we talked yesterday. I'm an original Twitter user. So are you. Well, folks that are looking for new or different Twitter handles, X has just relaunched, John, a marketplace for handles. So if you're like, hey, you want to get at John or at peptides or at something like that, there's a marketplace now that Elon has launched that will allow people to go buy handles over on X in his ability to continue driving new revenue opportunities. So it's actually a pretty smart move, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You can never, he's always a step ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because yesterday AWS knocked off most of the internet. Like most of the internet was down. A lot of the internet was down. Yeah, except for X. And Elon was being cheeky because his platform's not built on top of AWS. So he's like, hey, you guys can all—
he's on his own, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So yeah,
but the whole world's gonna go dark except for
him. Yep, exactly. And hey, listen, I know you and I grew up with well, here's a joke. We grew up with we grew up with encyclopedias, and then it went to Google. And then, as the world has come forth with AI, ChatGPT, took on the world, a couple of years back. And then Gemini, Google's Gemini has dropped out into the world. And over the last couple of weeks, Johnny, Google/Gemini is surpassing the new one. And again, as we're building our businesses, never knock down the old guard that has massive business, massive distribution. And Gemini has now surpassed ChatGPT as the most active service on the web, actually. So they're just another cycle happening. Right?
Can you imagine the I don't know, forgive the terminology, like the server and the bandwidth that these certain websites must have to deal with, like billions of people coming in and out of there?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's actually quite unbelievable when you think of the scale of it. Well, here's something too when you think about this. I saw an image on the weekend about somebody who had an eSIM server farm over in Asia. eSIMs, you know how we have SIM cards in our phones, John? Well, so you put a SIM card to make it work. Well, there's some electronic SIMs where you don't have to put the SIM card into it. Well, I've seen videos where there's these buildings with walls of phones that are all plugged in, right? That are constantly running. And they took one down on the weekend. But it just, when you see that imagery of thousands and thousands of phones messaging a platform, it makes our little one message here, one message there pretty meaningless, doesn't it?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Look at the volume. Right, the volume that some of these platforms are shifting content out there,
and I know nothing about this stuff, and it amazes me.
Yeah, no, I hear you, And hey, I don't know if you're on Bluesky. Bluesky is the opposite of Twitter. There's the other social platform out there. I don't know if you're on it as well, but Bluesky is more of a, I'll say more of a liberal, blue, democratic type platform, where X would lean probably more, right and more conservative leaning. Well, on the weekend, the White House dropped on over to Bluesky and decided they'd drop a few comments into the platform. Well, they banned them. They kicked them off the platform. The White House. Yes.
God damn.
But you know what that does identify to me, John? It identifies to me that there's just not a willingness to have a conversation. Because they're like, okay, well, we don't agree with your views, so we're just going to kick you off the platform. It wasn't a, hey, let's have a conversation. It's just a, hey, no, we're going to kick you off it. And actually, Mark Cuban, and I have respect for Cuban, I know you do as well, has been really vocal around some of these platforms that are like saying, no, you got to get off, or we just want to hear the echo chamber. Echo chambers don't serve anybody well, frankly.
Well, I mean, that's how the public is controlled, so to speak.
Yes.
You hear something enough, you just take it as fact.
True. Well, isn't that true? Eh? Isn't that true? And hey, listen, I got something else fun for us. Here's something cool. 10 of the biggest rock albums of the 21st century were dropped over the weekend. What do you think the number one was? Because this is stuff you and I grew up with, man. What do you think number one? I was surprised by this one. Number one, the 10 UK 2000s rock albums of the 21st century.
You meaning they came from the UK?
Yeah. So, but I'm going to suggest that they're as much here because they're North American stuff here as well.
The Rolling Stones from the UK, I think.
They are, yeah. But this band is actually from your backyard.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, my mind goes to the ones that have been doing it for 50 years.
Right? Yeah.
Metallica, maybe? Metallica?
Yeah, actually, Green Day, the number one album of the 21st century. Yeah, American Idiot. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, they hit hard when they hit.
They did, yes. Well, so 6 million plus units, and it was very much, and as the article went and talked about it, John, it was very much like a global anthem, right? It was deeply human, statement of defiance, right? And it was, I remember when it came out. I'm sure you do as well.
That little guy in the front, man, it was like he just was fucking rocking, and it was like he kind of didn't care, he was dressed how he wanted to.
Billy Joe
wasn't worried about having good teeth, he was just up there fucking killing it,
Yes, yeah. I big believes it was Billy Joe actually. Number two, Johnny, Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, The Darkness, Fallen. It's funny because the stuff you and I grew up with, like those big bands. Nickelback is on there, number 7. Linkin Park again on there. Nickelback on there again, but no, Limp Bizkit was there. Speaking of Limp Bizkit, the guitarist.
Dude, I used to love them, dude.
Who, Limp Bizkit?
Love them.
Yes.
Yeah, when they came out, what was it?
The Nookie and
chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. That was one of the first ones to sell 1 million in a week.
Oh, I love it. I love this conversation. We haven't talked music, brother, before. We haven't talked tunes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what that title is? The chocolate starfish and the hot dog.
I do. Water. Yes.
It took me a while to figure what that was.
Dude, Fred Durst was a crazy dude, man. Like, because you see him, and when that band came to the scene, when Wes Borland had that makeup on, had that crazy look to him, like the guitarist, and then Fred Durst, the lead singer. And if you see him now, he looks like you're the neighbor next door who's the grandpa, right? But the bassist passed away yesterday. An unfortunate tragic event yesterday. Yeah,
that's a bummer.
It is. Yeah.
Speaking of kind of that type of music, my all-time favorite band is Korn.
Good choice. Yeah, you like Korn, eh? Yeah, good choice. That's a good choice, bro.
They had this. There was just something about they were so good at, kind of like Metallica. They were so good at bringing it up and down and making you wait. And then when they would just cut, they had those two, what do they call it? Harmonic guitars. Is that what they call them? Where 2 guys are playing the same shit, and when they're on, it's just a different sound.
Yes.
But you got to have 2 guys that are good at it. Otherwise, it just sounds like a bunch of fucking shit. And those dudes used to just fucking get it, man.
Yeah. Tool, good choice, man. Tool's good stuff. I'm a big fan of Foo Fighters.
Not Tool, weirdo. It was Korn.
I'm sorry, Korn. Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
But Tool's right there too.
I know Tool's awesome too.
Oh, Tool's another one. Oh, Jesus, dude.
Yeah, some of those, I had
a buddy of mine who went to one of their concerts. He's like, dude, they came on and it was dark.
Yeah.
And there was no lights on. Nobody even knew they're on the fucking stage. And they fucking hit that bass drum. He goes, dude, I felt it like somebody hit me in the chest.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were the loudest act I've ever been to in my life.
That's awesome. Yeah, guys, Seasoned Strength comes back, says Korn equals good, Soundgarden equals great. Oh, Seasoned, I could not. Dude, when Chris Cornell died, I cried. We lost a voice, man. Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, Tom Whelan, those 3 voices for me, Stone Temple Pilots, Linkin Park, and Soundgarden, those 3 voices, John. I was training with AJ at the gym back then, man. We would do like music-a-thons in the gym when those guys died, man, because we don't find voices like that in today's music.
Yeah, you know, the voice that I liked in that group, which we didn't mention, was
Yeah.
Alice in Chains.
Oh yeah.
His voice was
Lane
like,
Staley. Yes.
dude, and if you never saw
Oh.
him, you'd think he was some fucking massive dude. He was
Yeah.
just this fucking
Right?
drugged up 90-pound with this
Right.
voice that was like, yeah, poor guy was really messed up on that shit though.
You know a song I really enjoy too is Sounds of Silence. The lead singer redid Paul Simon's oh shit. Not Soundgarden. You guys know it. It's on the top of my tongue right now. Anyways, another great piece of music. But I love how music brings us together. And it's funny because our artists. Oh, we got as our artists age. You know, we age with them. But then you see them and you're like, I don't look like that. I saw a picture of Vince Neil recently, lead singer of Motley Crue, and I was like, oh, that's not the Vince Neil I remember growing up with.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, it's crazy. I mean, and you see like Metallica, man, these fucking guys still get it.
Dude. You know, to this day, one of the greatest movie scenes I love is when Metallica did their behind the scenes movie. How was it again?
Something Monster.
Yeah. And there was this scene there where they invited Jason Newsted into the Robert Trujillo into the band, and they said, "Hey, would you be in the band? Here's $1 million." Is that way back when $1 million like a lot of money? And there's that scene there, and he
didn't know what to say.
It was so awesome. That scene.
They wanted to bring someone in that was like going to be he was going to stick. You know,
so cool, man. So cool.
You know, the crazy part is like you look at some of these guys, or that band, and there was so much turmoil, obviously at different points. And kind of like Motley Crue, they just realized they were just they had something together, and they just didn't realize it was just fucking deal with it and keep going.
You know, isn't that true? Right? It's like our the motley of our crew is why we work. So let's find a way to make it work, right? And even though we might not like each other, or even though it might not work, there's enough money for us to figure it out. But as we see, it's coming to a head now with Mick Mars and some of the band and some of that. Hey, what's shaking, Cal GS? Welcome to Mornings Live with Keith, John, and friends. We're having a music conversation before our guest Ricardo O'Neill joins us in a few moments.
Hey, when you cut me loose, I got to walk to the fucking main house because my daughter's in the guest house. I got to walk to the main house, take a piss, and light my cigar. So it just might be a hair bit longer for me to get back.
That sounds good. Okay, I see that. I see your note there, Jimmy. Thank you for that. We got his camera is not working on the horizontal feed.
Season Strength, Rusty Cage, bro. That's my favorite Soundgarden song right there.
Yes.
That's fucking. It's just started off with that guitar.
Yep.
What the fuck? Yeah. Was that a guitar? Holy shit.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Chris Cornell, when he starts fucking belting out that, when he would go, dude, it was like, holy shit.
You know what I think is pretty cool about music, John, and especially the artists we're talking about. And I don't think we associate enough about what I'm going to say next, because it's an artist and because we don't think of it as like a physical or the work that goes in. Hear me out. The artists we're talking about are the guys like Kobe Bryant that are in the gym, thousands upon millions and millions of reps, right? On the guitar and on the drum that nobody's paying attention to, right?
They loved it. They fucking did it. They didn't, I mean, what was that whole Seattle group? They're like, look, we didn't do this to get famous.
Yeah. But I to me, there's a powerful analogy in that, because we're so focused on seeing the end result. That's what society looks for, is the end. We don't look at all the work behind the scenes. And then because I'm speaking with respect to my musicianhood, because they're not athletes, we don't idolize them perhaps in the same way as an athlete. But man, the work that they have to put into, to be a really exceptional, whether it's guitarist or drummer or singer, all the reps behind the scenes that nobody's paying attention to.
Can you imagine going out into the fucking Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
90,000 fucking people standing there. You're on a stage and you got 90,000 fucking people there to see four dudes.
Just think about that for a second, right?
Yeah. It was like, first time I was in a really big wrestling show, it's like, fuck, there's fucking four of us in this ring and there's 54,000 people here. This is fucking insane. We've got 54,000 people's attention for 13 minutes.
Well, I've told the story before. That's why I think that, what Miley Cyrus has talked about, struggling to go on tour, He's like, I don't want to go on in my head. She goes, it's hard to explain when you go to a stadium, like you said, and there's 100,000 people there all cheering you on. And then you're expected to go off the stage and resume being a normal human being. She says, no, it doesn't really work that way. And I think in some ways you probably can relate to that. And what I mean by that is you go out there, all the adrenaline's pumping, and then you get off the stage. You've been entertaining for an hour in the ring, and then there's people out there, idolizing and adulating you and so forth. And it's easy to see how that can open up a whole host of problems.
We're 100%. I mean, it's like, oh fuck, what's his name? Biggie Smalls, more money, more problems. It's just your problems just get bigger.
Yes.
And but the hardest part about that whole drill is when it's over. Because now you've got to kind of get back to like
some kind of normalcy is, right?
Well, it was, for me, it worked out pretty well. So obviously wrestling was kind of like, in terms of that type of thing, in terms of, the crowds and things like that.
Yes.
That was the peak. So Strongman was good. Wrestling was here. Bodybuilding. So it kind of worked like this for me. So
yes.
Okay. When I was done with bodybuilding, you're, you're in an amphitheater with 6,000 people versus a fucking arena with, 30, 40, 50. So it was kind of like a nice down step, but it's the re-domestication process.
So it's interesting you say this. This is what I love about our conversations and this show, because how we can just kind of weave things together. And here's a good segue. Your comment leads me to something I heard on the weekend about my local hockey team, which I'm proud of. I talk about my Winnipeg Jets. The owner here on the team recently signed 2 of the stars, I guess a year ago, to basically lifelong contracts with the team. And the guy who owns the team is known as
Is that common? Is that a common thing?
Let me finish exactly what I'm saying here, because it's not, but it was just, so I'm putting lifetime in quotes, because by the time these 2 players' contracts are going to end, they're going to be at an age.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, right. But my point is that, to paraphrase it all, he recognized that these were pillars of the team, and that instead of treating them like assets, treated them like humans. Like I need good hockey players anyway. So I it's that old adage of what you have instead of what you don't know behind the door. So I might as well keep what I have. But what I like about it is that he's basically made a commitment to you as a human being. Your identity as a hockey player, props probably for the rest of your life. I'm now going to remove something from that's going to happen to you in 8 years when your contract is over, which I've seen happen to many hockey players and athletes. Your identity goes away. Like, oh fuck, what am I now? So what I'm suspecting is actually happened now. He's like, hey, here's a contract. When your days are over, you probably can work with the team. Don't worry about who you are as a human. We got you. You see him getting at? He's not treating him like an asset, like a human. I that touched me, because there's value in that, because we hear too many athletes, too many people that are working for somewhere that then get kicked out. And like, okay, so who am I? What am I now?
Well, it's like a partner in a law firm. You do well enough, they build around you. You become a partner.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's exactly right.
Yeah, like my main guy, he's a partner in my mentoring company now.
That's awesome. Yeah, there you go.
He's got a home. I refer to this is our deal.
Beautiful. I like that. All right, well, listen. So Ricardo O'Neill's going to reschedule. Has some technical difficulties. Jimmy, let's cut Johnny loose. He can go to the restroom. He's going to go walk over to the restroom and grab his.
More importantly, I got to fucking light this up.
I believe me. I know how it works, brother. So let's get you over there to get that cigar lit up, and we'll do a little reset, and we're going to keep the show going here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Coming over to the comments, guys, talking music, talking current events. I got some did you know for the table here. Actually, Jimmy, I got a did you know from last night that I am actually going to see if I can pull it up here outside of what we have on the table here. Petrocelli, nothing worth doing in life is easy. Yes, and pride cometh before the fall from Season Strength. True story, Season. And we got Cal GS as well hanging out with us there in the lab. Guys, I'm not ignoring you. Just looking for something here on my phone. I think I have something that might be kind of interesting here that I can throw on the table here this morning that is outside of what we currently have ready to rock and roll. But anyways, Jimmy, okay, let's do this, Jim. Let's get ourselves over to the prank conversation, Jimmy. The dumb shit award this morning. We got a dumb shit award, guys, this morning. And I think, Jimmy, you got a little opener for it. Jimmy, if you're ready, let's run that opener for the Dumb Shit Award this morning.
Clout to cuffs, pretend staff, real charges. Attention isn't achievement. Be unignorably useful.
Yeah, so Dumb Shit Award today, guys. True story. Yep, so we got a Tempe-based creator. Oh, creators, yeah, who allegedly impersonated staff and staged business takeovers for content. In other words, hey, let's go and create a bunch of great content that was all staged. And then eventually he was arrested on burglary, impersonation, trespassing, and disorderly counts because none of it was real. So today's Dumb Shit Award, Jimmy, goes to the fellow. And hey, like we've talked with Johnny here, we're not calling the human who's doing the crazy stuff. We're not giving you the Dumb Shit Award. No, we're giving the action the Dumb Shit Award. And actually, Jimmy, I remembered what it was. I got a what's the word I'm looking for today, guys? I got a not comp, I got a side associate. I'm looking for, guys, help me out here. A secondary. I got a secondary Dumb Shit Award this morning. This one's there's kind of some not kindness in this one, but I still got to put it out there. So last couple weeks ago, a young lady, a young girl, fell out of a porthole on a ship. Yeah, true story. In the ocean, Disney ship. Yep. The dad jumped into the ocean to save the daughter. Well, it's been revealed. It's been revealed in the last 48 hours that the mom might have had something to do with it. How? Well, she might have been encouraging her daughter to sit in the porthole for some Instagram content. So, just saying. Something kind of crazy about that whole thing. We are always pursuing the moment, and the moment that the daughter was sitting in the porthole, the daughter fell back into the ocean, and the mom got her Instagram moment. And it's interesting because the cops pieced it all together when they pulled the phone up, and they're like, hey, wait a minute, how come oh. So, Honorary Dumb Shit Award, yes, to the mom last couple weeks ago who decided to put the daughter in the porthole and watch the daughter fall back into the ocean. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what, I'm just the guy delivering the messaging, guys. I'm just the guy delivering the messages. That's all that I'm doing. Yeah. John Petricelli, Dumb Shit Award trophy is brilliant and priceless. Yes, we're going to get better at it, man. I think this piece here is going to circulate well on the social channels because folks just, there seems to be, Petro, what I'm learning, dude, there's no shortage of dumb shit on the planet for us to talk about. It's just finding the good shit to talk about. All right. Hey, Jimmy, we got a did you know topic as well that I thought was pretty interesting. And let's throw this one on the table, Jimmy.